Hey, this is Nick Millivoy from Premier Guitar. I'm here at NAMM 2024 in Anaheim, California. I'm at the Red Panda booth. We just heard Randy come in. He's playing on the new Radius pedal, and Kurt's here to tell us all about it. How you doing today, Kurt?
Good, Nick. Thanks for stopping by our booth. So yeah, the Radius is a ring modulator and frequency shifter, and you can fade between frequency shifting and ring modulation and control the balance of the upper and lower sidebands, and also shift the frequency ratios between the upper and lower sidebands so that you can get a lot more tonal variation than you can from a traditional ring mod. And frequency shifting is really good for like detuning sounds and also taking natural sounds and turning them into something unnatural, because you can take the harmonics and make them shift so that they're no longer harmonically related, so you get more unnatural sounds. For using it live, it has pitch tracking, it has a push to tune feature, so you press a foot switch and it'll tune to whatever note you play. And it has different frequency ranges, so you can get the tremolo, phaser type sounds that you expect from a ring mod. And then also at the higher range, get the more noisy sounds. But also it's clean enough that you can dial in and play around with harmonics for like using on the roads and that sort of thing. And then on top of that, it has an advanced LFO that you can sync to tap tempo and MIDI with different waveforms, a couple random waveforms, triangle, square, step modulator. You can program in up to 8 steps, and then a couple that create spectral sweeps that give you kind of endless glissando type of shepherd reset tones, envelope filter, and then a lot of those waveforms can also be envelope triggered. So like with the random, each note you play, you get a new random sound out of it. And with all that, we tried to keep it pretty simple to use. So you don't have to use any hidden features or stuff like that, but there is a web editor, full MIDI implementation if you need to dig into that, and it's stereo input-output.
All right. I feel like something that I love so much about Red Panda pedals, and I feel like it's like part of like your signature, is you can explain what a pedal does, and you can like come up with some idea of what it sounds like, but you'll never really know until you dig in and start using it, and you find that there's like a million other sounds that like you would never think would be in a specific pedal. But you know, just hearing you talk about, we started with ring modulation, and you're talking about LFOs and phaser sounds. So I'm sure that like basically the real thing is you got to get your hands on it and just dig in, and you probably find all sorts of stuff that, you know, you might be the first to discover, right?
Oh yeah, and that is always amazing for us, hearing people surprise us with stuff that we never really expected out of the pedal, using it in totally new ways, which is really just amazing to see. And people can keep discovering new sounds for many years, or use the pedal in different ways. So it's it takes longer to kind of get into, because they are a little more complicated than you know, just a lot of pedals, but you can keep exploring for many years and find new stuff.
The journey stays fresh.
Yep, and it's always great for us to see how people use them, so it's awesome.
And what is the pricing and availability on the Radius?
So we've started shipping the first batches out to our dealers and distributors, and the US price is $349.
Okay, awesome. All right, well this is Kurt from Red Panda. I'm Nick Millivoy from Premier Guitar, and Randy's going to take us away.
Thank you.